Have you ever held a cup of black coffee in the morning, taken a deep breath, and sipped that first taste, feeling young again? Yet, in the middle of enjoying it, have you ever suddenly remembered someone saying, drinking too much coffee is bad for your heart? Coffee, especially after age 50, is like a double-edged sword. If you know how, it is a friend that keeps your heart strong. But if you make mistakes, it can silently weaken your heart day by day. Stay with me until the end of this video. You will not only learn how coffee affects your heart, but also discover 5 little-known tips that can turn your morning cup of coffee into a medicine instead of an enemy of your heart. Hello, this is Healthy Life Over 40, where we find small but meaningful ways to live healthier, happier, and longer. Don't forget to hit subscribe so we can walk this journey together. When life reaches the age of 50, there is a truth many people don't want to face. The heart is no longer as strong as before. According to CDC statistics, out of 10 Americans over 55, up to 7 carry 1 or more risk factors for heart disease. Some have high blood pressure, some have high cholesterol, and some are beginning to show signs of diabetes. Let me tell you the story of Linda, 64 years old, living in Texas. She loved coffee so much she jokingly called it her second life partner. Every morning she drank a big cup, adding condensed milk and sugar for sweetness. But lately, she often felt her heart racing, sometimes pounding even while sitting still. At her checkup, the doctor said she was in pre-atrial fibrillation. If she didn't change her habits, her risk of stroke would be high. On the other hand, Henry, 68, Linda's friend at the same club, also drank coffee every day. But he chose black coffee, 1 small cup after breakfast, combined with a 20-minute walk. The result, in his routine health check, the doctor praised his heart as healthier than a man almost 10 years younger. The same drink, yet such different outcomes. So the question arises, black coffee, is it the savior or the culprit of the heart after age 50? At the end, I will reveal a secret few people know, but it can help you make the most of coffee's benefits without harming your heart. Here's good news. According to Harvard Health, drinking black coffee in moderation, about 1 to 2 cups per day, can reduce the risk of heart failure and stroke by up to 20%. The issue isn't whether to drink it or not, but how to drink it. The body, after 50, still has the ability to recover, as long as you give it the chance. And sometimes that chance starts with something as small as how you hold your morning coffee cup. If you've ever experienced symptoms like a racing heart, poor sleep, or anxiety from coffee, leave a comment. Your story may help someone else who's struggling to find answers. The first tip, keep coffee black, as simple as possible. Have you noticed that most of us don't actually drink coffee, but rather milk, sugar, and cream disguised as coffee? A small spoon of sweet creamer contains 35 calories. 2 spoons, 70 calories, not including sugar. Multiply that over 365 days, and you've added nearly 15 pounds, most of it stored around your waist. Mayo Clinic warns, belly fat is the silent killer of the heart. It raises bad cholesterol, increases blood pressure, and raises the risk of heart attack. Peter, 59, once proudly quit soda and switched to coffee for health, but he added 3 spoons of sugar to every cup. The result, his blood tests showed abnormally high triglycerides. The doctor advised him to switch to black coffee. At first, it tasted bitter, but after 2 weeks, his taste buds adjusted. 3 months later, his blood numbers had improved significantly. If you're not used to the bitterness, gradually reduce sugar. That's the easiest way to turn coffee into a friend of your heart. The next tip, the right timing is gold. Many people grab coffee immediately upon waking, but that might be a mistake. When you first wake up, your body produces a lot of cortisol, the stress hormone that keeps you alert. If you add caffeine at that moment, you're pouring oil on the fire. Heart races, blood pressure rises, mind restless. Research from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism shows drinking coffee when cortisol is high makes the body more prone to stress, especially in older adults. Maria, 65, had a habit of drinking coffee at 6 a.m. Afterwards, her hands often shook and she felt uneasy. The doctor advised her to try later. Since switching to 9:30 a.m., she still felt alert, but no longer like her heart was jumping out of her chest. Wait 60 to 90 minutes after waking before drinking coffee. You'll notice the difference. The next tip: dosage determines everything. Coffee is like medicine. At the right dose, it helps. Overdose, it harms. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 400 milligrams of caffeine per day, about 4 cups of brewed coffee. But for those over 50, a safer amount is 1 to 2 small cups. Thomas, 71, living in Ohio, carried a bottomless coffee cup all day. He thought, "I've drunk it since I was young. Nothing happens." But then he began to struggle with shortness of breath and sleepless nights. After his doctor told him to cut down to 2 cups a day, he unexpectedly slept better and his heart rhythm steadied. Switch from large cups to small ones. Sometimes just changing the cup size helps you control better. The next tip: understand your body. Genes matter more than you think. Some people drink 3 cups a day and are fine. Others have just 1 and feel jittery, sleepless. The reason lies in the caffeine metabolism gene. According to JAMA, those with the slow metabolism gene who drink more than 2 cups a day have a 36% higher risk of heart attack. David, 60, a retired engineer, always wondered why his heart skipped after drinking coffee. After testing, the doctor explained his body metabolized caffeine slowly. Since then, he reduced to half a cup in the morning, and the problem disappeared. Don't compare yourself to others. Listen to your own body. The final tip: coffee plus a healthy lifestyle equals double strength. 1 cup of coffee alone cannot protect the heart, but when combined with good habits, the effect is clear. Harvard Health shows coffee combined with regular exercise helps reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and lower the risk of heart disease. Susan, 66, always took a 20-minute walk after her morning coffee. At first, just to chat with her neighbor. But after 6 months, her blood pressure dropped, her waistline slimmed, and her spirit lifted. After drinking coffee, try a gentle walk. Simple but powerful. Not all coffee is the same. Instant coffee often has additives. Decaf sometimes uses chemicals to remove caffeine. Freshly ground coffee is richest in antioxidants, helping protect blood vessels. According to the European Society of Cardiology, people who drank 2 to 3 cups of ground coffee per day had a lower risk of death from heart disease than even non-coffee drinkers. If summed up into one simple formula, I call it the Smart Coffee Plan for the Heart. Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. Drink 1 to 2 hours after waking. Limit to 1 to 2 cups per day. Listen to your own body. Don't compare with others. Pair it with light exercise. Health is not a miracle. It comes from small choices repeated every day. And sometimes just changing the way you drink your morning coffee gives your heart a new chance. And what about you? Among these tips, which one will you try first? Share in the comments. Your story might be the motivation someone else needs. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, share so more people can learn how to make coffee a friend to the heart. And be sure to catch the next video where I'll reveal another drink that helps relieve joint pain after 50, but only if you use it the right way. Stay healthy, stay happy, and see you in the next video.